Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today I want to talk about Saturday Night Was Made for Fighting. The new wrestling show, AEW premiered Collision. They brought back a number of stars who had been injured or had been off TV. Miro came back. Andrade came back. CM Punk, of course, came back. And I don't know if it was just scripted or something he couldn't resist, but he still threw a few jabs at the Young Bucks. Kind of still poking and prodding them, so. But yeah. It was a good show overall for its premiere. I think they tried to take a lot of visual cues in their set and stuff from WWE. They had the announce table off to the side of the ring like WWE does with Raw and SmackDown instead of having it up on stage somewhere. Now, they had Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. These two guys, I believe, are also announcers for New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong. Kevin Kelly used to be the WCW version of ECW's program. He used to be one of the main announcers on that, so I mean, that's a good voice to use. But yeah. I didn't get to watch too much of CM Punk's match where he teamed with FTR versus Bullet Club Gold and Samoa Joe. Because in the middle of it, the internet decided, I'm just going to give out. And so I had to sit there and reset the internet. I got to watch the beginning and the end. Only so much as the beginning as Bullet Club Gold came out. I didn't get to watch the rest of it until the very, very end. Samoa Joe was putting CM Punk, trying to put him to sleep, and then FTR come in and broke it up. We were coming to the very end of the match, so. But it was a good episode, like I said. Miro came back and crushed his opponent. Oh goodness, what was his name? He normally was on Dark Elevation. He works with Mark Sterling as his manager. He had formed a tag team with Josh Woods for a while. I cannot remember the dude's name. But yeah, Miro crushed him, so they gave Miro a good return. And then the return of Andrade was interesting. because he was facing Buddy Matthews, and he had just come back from having a shoulder injury, a pec tear. And Buddy Matthews had a knee injury, and so maybe there was a bit of a mess up with it, but it's more likely part of the story that they were doing that, they were injured and they're re-aggravating injuries. Andrade gets the win, but of course, lights go out. The rest of the House of Black comes out to teach Andrade a lesson. So maybe we will see La Facción Ingobernable versus the House of Black. I don't know what's going on with Pac, whether he's injured or whatever, but he should return at some point to reform Death Triangle, hopefully. Thunder Rosa didn't get to wrestle or show up, but she had a promo. And a lot of other wrestlers gave promos for the Owen Hart tournament invitational that they first started the previous year, last year. So they're getting ready to start that up. But they also pushed Willow Nightingale and Sky Blue tag teaming to get over and defeat Toni Storm and Ruby Soho, since Sky Blue herself is from Chicago, supposedly. Her mother was there and everything. But I don't think they really wanted her to challenge like real heavily for the title, so they had her tag, and so they could beat them as a tag team. But yeah, overall, good episode. I think they have the programming they need. I do miss Dark. I think it was a good way to acknowledge a lot of the lower card talent and give them a push. But with these 3 shows, Dynamite on Wednesdays, Rampage on Fridays, and Collision on Saturdays, they should be able to have several more in-depth stories running at the same time. They should be able to. Yeah. Though, what it does is it makes it harder to try to keep up with wrestling. Monday nights is Raw. Tuesday nights is NXT. Wednesday nights is Dynamite. Thursday nights is Impact, when I decide to watch it. Friday nights is SmackDown, and Saturday nights Collision. So if you like to keep up with the different wrestling federations, you got one every night. Friday's also Rampage. So yeah. And then there's the smaller organizations you could watch over the internet. Shoot, I need to get back to watching MLW. I ain't watched it in a long time. It's like it stopped getting suggested as a source for a show for me to watch on YouTube. But yeah, they should have more stories going and connecting a little more solidly, people should get a lot more showtime. You can still have some squash matches to help push over other wrestlers. But yeah, overall, good show. It makes it busy to watch shows, watch wrestling every evening though. Goodness, Sunday's the only day of rest really. But I'm going to go ahead and end this here. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.